Okay, here we are, scalping. Yeah, so not the Inglorious Bastards type. I want a hundred Nancy scalps from each you or whatever. What I don't know what he says. Not that kind of scalping, but price scalping or whatever, where you buy things and then resell them at a higher price. So, for example, in a concert, a music concert, let's just say the tickets were $100 each to buy, but some people buy a bunch of them and then resell them at a higher price, say $200 or even $300 per ticket. Now, I think the predominant way that a lot of people will look at this is it's bad. They're taking shortcuts. I'm pretty sure it is illegal in Australia, but it's looked down upon. It's considered, I don't know, maybe taking advantage of people, or it's unfair. But on the contrary, I think if you look at it, if you understand it, um, it shouldn't be illegal. I don't think there's anything that malicious about it. It actually does provide a service. There's very few cases in life where you can pay for nothing. You're always paying for something, even if it's not a physical thing. It might be something different. So I'll try to explain it. Maybe the simplest thing is scalping shouldn't be possible. If the price is set right, there's no way to scalp, right? If someone's able to buy your ticket for $100 and then resell it for $300, and someone's willing to pay that amount, then that ticket was worth $300, and you should have sold it at $300. That's the job of the people that sell the tickets in the first place. So that's probably the main point that I want to make. If you look at all the tickets that get sold, let's say some of them get resold at a higher price, some of them get sold at the original price, $100, and those people go to the concert. If you figure out the average price that people actually ended up paying for it on average, including the scalped ones, then that's what the price should have been. Anytime you're selling something, if there's a limited amount, like a concert, there's a limited, we only have uh, 500 seats in this particular venue or whatever it is. You want to set the price so that you get about 500 people buying tickets. You don't want 2,000 people trying to buy tickets and then 1,500 miss out. They would have been willing to pay at that price because you could have made a lot more money by increasing the price. Um, it might seem bad to have prices like profit as your only thing, but it's like what Adam Smith said: when you're trying to benefit yourself, that's actually when you most benefit society. It really is completely true, even compared to when you try to actually benefit society, to help society. That's often not as good as just trying to help yourself. But anyway, and yeah, on the other extreme, if you only manage to sell 250 tickets, then it's like you only got half a full house, half a house, I guess. You really should have lowered the price so that you get about 500 people that are willing to pay. I also think it's completely legitimate to change the price. If you set it at a certain amount, a bunch of people pay for tickets and get in, and then you've still got a lot of spaces left. I think it's fair enough to lower the price. That becomes part of it. I mean, the prices of lots of products change over time. It all depends on circumstances. It also makes sense if the tickets hypothetically were set at a certain price and then they're selling too quickly to increase the price. To say, whoa, 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 we can't. It means that people have to be smart also about when they buy. Like, for instance, if you want to buy something in late November, early December is probably not a good time because it's going to be, uh, every, you know, everything's getting sold for Christmas. There's going to be a lot of consumers that want to buy things. Prices may be higher. All of a sudden, once it's January, Christmas is finished, there's all the prices go down because these companies want to get rid of all this stuff that no one wants because Christmas is over. Or even there may be a lot of return gifts. I don't know about that. So it's fair enough for the price to change, but anyway, so that's other way. Those are other ways that they can adjust to sell it at the right price. But in terms of scalping, I said it does provide a service. What they're doing is they're exchanging, like if you have the price too low, which I think is frequently what happens. That's why scalping is possible. Scalping being possible indicates, like I said, that the price is too low. Um, Hang on. Anyway, so yeah, if the price is too low, what you'll tend to happen is you get a shortage. Everyone will buy it very quickly, whether it's scalpers or normal people. Even if scalping was illegal and no scalpers did it whatsoever, you would still find it would sell out very quickly, maybe not quite as quickly. And then there's lots of people that miss out on getting tickets. As soon as the scalpers step in, they're saying, well, I'm going to, first off, they're taking a risk. I'll get back to that. They're buying some tickets with their money, they're choosing to buy, and then they're choosing to resell, offering it at this higher price. But what they're doing is exchanging the randomness of whoever's there first, whoever is internet connection happens to work and gets them in at the right time, for whoever's willing to pay the most, which is how it really should work. If you've got two people that both want something, it should be whoever's willing to pay the most. That doesn't, by the way, it isn't so much about benefiting rich people. Rich people are always advantaged. Always. Higher price, lower price, they still have the advantage. What it means is for people that have a similar income, if you make them bid against each other, it means who wants it more, who is more willing to pay for it. So that's this. I hope that makes sense. That's the service they're providing, even if they didn't intend to. What they're doing is exchanging randomness of whoever's first with whoever most wants it, and that's how it should work. And all they're doing is stealing some of the profits that the company, the concert venue would have, or whoever is in charge of it, they deserve it if they're smart enough to sell it at the right price. But if they're not, I think it's completely legitimate to buy it and then resell it. The other thing is, like I said, it's a risk. There's no, you have to look at it from the point of view of if the scalpers go in and buy all these tickets, if then the concert ends up being not that popular, or even if there's something event that happens that makes it unpopular, or if it just turns out it was nowhere near as popular as people expected it to be, those scalpers are stuck. It's a failed investment. So I think it's legitimate. Like, I sort of think most things, okay, it's not stealing if there's no guarantee, you know what I mean? It's odd to consider it stealing if you're making a choice to put your money into something and it pays back, That means you're being smart and you're finding where the money is, where there's basically fulfilling a service, that there are people willing to pay more if they can. It's almost like, I don't know, kind of like an insurance, like they're pooling, the scalpers are deciding, you know what, we're going to buy 50 tickets and then resell them because we know people will be willing to pay a bit extra. And that's what they're helping these people, so these people can not have to rush, but they know scalpers will be selling it for more. It's just, to summarize, it is not the scalpers' fault. They are simply doing what anyone smart would do in that situation. Something that I think should be completely legal. It's completely legitimate. It entails risk. There's no guarantee. It means you have to be smart and think, well, if that price is too low, I'm going to buy and then resell it. I mean, that's the whole essence of selling. Any exchanger, at any level, any merchant, anyone that makes stuff and sells it, you're always doing it for profit. And the whole issue falls back on the venue. If the price is right, no one can scalp. I don't know, it's not the best example, but like at McDonald's, if you tried to go to McDonald's, buy McDonald's and then resell it to people, no one's going to buy it at a higher price, because McDonald's is right there. They can get it when they need it. The price is right, but as soon as you're able to take something from one place and bring it somewhere else and people are willing to pay more, I think that's legitimate. And it means you're providing a service. You're giving someone something in some different context. In this case, you're giving them the option to pay more in order to guaranteed get a ticket. So yeah, I think that summarizes it. So yeah, I don't see it as a bad thing. Let me know what you think if you actually watched this video. Bye.